A big day for Florida State athletics as the Seminoles announced their new soccer coach, Brian Pensky. Lane Hurt here with new head coach. Coach, let's just start with, what's the last week been like being a part of Florida State and just being here in Tallahassee?
Happy to be here, excited to be here, excited for the challenge in front of us. I've loved getting to know the kids, right? Thankfully, I was able to get here. My introduction to them was the first day of finals, right? And so adding further stress to what these kids have kind of been through and continue to go through. But I was able to spend time with them as a group, collectively, and then also on an individual basis. And then now now that the kids are gone, these last couple of days starting to meet people around the department and just get acclimated as quickly as possible.
I know it was such a priority to meet with the team as soon as possible. What was your message to them?
That it was, look, I understand what you guys have been through. I understand that you didn't see this coming, right? And that I'm stepping full understanding of the elephant in the room, the reality that they're all faced with, right? Of, their coach left unexpectedly, and a little bit in their worlds out of nowhere, and then in walks their new coach 4 weeks later, and they probably weren't ready to meet a new coach, right? And they probably, whether it's those 5 stages of grief, I don't want to be too dramatic there, but it's a tough loss for them, right? And so, my message to them was, hey guys, I'm here for you. I'm going to be good to you. I'm going to help you get better. I'm going to continue the winning tradition here. And now we're going to start to get to know each other.
It's not always the case, but a lot of the time, taking over a new program, it's about rebuilding. This is a program that just won a national championship. Why was that a challenge that excited you and that you wanted to take on?
I'd say the last 2 places I've gone, have been about building, right? And really taking the existing situation and doing my best to go to uncharted territories, places the programs I've never been to before. I've now been in the college game for 25 years, head coach, for almost 18 years, and I'm not going to say mid-50s, I'm 53, and just kind of like, how many times do you live? And I've always had an affinity for Mark and how he's done business and the success that they've had, and I've always, come in here with Maryland, and I've always seen this place and admired this place, and I know how beautiful the campus is and the league, all of those things combined, and I was kind of ready for a new challenge, right? I'd been at Tennessee for 10 years and kind of wanted to kind of restart my engine a little bit, and so all of those things I think played into coming down here.
If you get the team that you want on the field, what do you expect stylistically for fans to see? How would you like to see a team?
Yeah, and these are such kind of borderline cheapish words, but always want to take what the game gives us. You want to own the game, but also you got to take what the game gives us, and teams are going to throw different challenges at us. So ideally, obviously, we have the ball, and then put pressure on teams, right? I have a pretty heavy attacking mindset. Playing back when I was here, we played against Florida State and Virginia, and those were always the 2 best possession teams. And over time, I think Duke has moved more into a possession style game. UNC has kind of reinvented themselves over the years. So I want to maintain that possession. Yet at the same time, and there was a time when Virginia, almost death by possession, and they just kept it, but they'd win a lot of games 1-0. That's not really me, right? I want to find that balance between keeping the ball, but also trying to put a knife in our opponent's heart.
It's funny you mentioned Virginia. I want to talk rivalries. Obviously, you mentioned Florida. It's always a huge one, but some of the unique ones to college soccer: Florida State, UNC, Florida State, Virginia. How excited are you to be a part of some of the best rivalries in college soccer?
Very excited, and so excited because, look, it's about players, right? It's about talent. It's about having weapons, right? Having women that are total studs that can go into games against UNC, go into games against UVA, and win, right? And compete to win, and not figuring out ways how are we going to protect ourselves and how are we going to keep our heads above water. And in my last couple of years at Maryland there, when I was playing these teams on a regular basis, we were able to have a little bit of success. And so I don't go into those games, intimidated or underconfident or in awe. obviously total respect for Steve Swanson and what he's done, and Anson, and Anson 22 national championships and all of it, but excited to be back consistently at this level.
And finally, what would your overarching message be for fans and boosters and members of the Seminole community?
They have had the pleasure of watching one of, if not the best program in college soccer over the years, right? And 3 national championships in the last 8 or 9 years, plus a heartbreaking loss last year, and then a ton of ACC championships and All-Americans and national team players. We are going to do our very best to keep this program at that level. We're going to continue to recruit at a high level. I hope Mike and Ema continue to be on our staff. But if they don't, I will wish them well, and I will bring in the best staff in the country, and we will continue to win at a very high level.
There you have it, Seminole fans. A lot to look forward to coming this fall, so make sure you stick with Seminoles.com and all of our social channels as Brian Pensky takes over for Florida State Soccer. That'll wrap up things for now. For Coach, I'm Lane. Go Noles.